Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, a man with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. Now, today I've come to one of Doncaster's biggest parishes, not in terms of population, but in terms of size. The area that this place covers is by far Doncaster's biggest, and it involves not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 different settlements. It'll be a lengthy old video. Welcome to Hatfield. in the very far distance of this shot, you'll see a sign. That's a junction sign for junction 5 of the M18, which is the M180. And on that junction, there's also a motorway services, and that's Doncaster North services. Now, in recent years, there's been an extension, like a road that was being built behind those services, which now links to Wagons Way, which we saw in the Stainforth episode where I began that video. Previously, it just used to be a service area and you couldn't turn left at that junction. The only options were to go straight on up the M18 or turn right onto the M180. Okay, everything you've seen so far has been within the settlement of Hatfield. Now, as I said at the beginning, there are 5 settlements here, and they are Hatfield, Dunsville, Dunscroft, Hatfield Woodhouse, and Lindholme. Now, we can't access Lindholme. That one will have a photo montage at some point in the video. Dunscroft and Dunsville will be done by attaching this GoPro to the car and driving through them, because I think most of my energy is perhaps better spent walking around Hatfield and Hatfield Woodhouse. Hatfield is the biggest of the 5 settlements. We're about halfway through it as I make my way back through the centre of it here, just passing the church again. Let's go behind those shops. And we're heading now down towards the south of the settlement, which is where we're going to find Hatfield School. Okay, so I'm stood on the boundary now between Hatfield and Dunscroft, and the boundary is marked by this. Sheep Dip Lane, that's in Dunscroft, and the road we've just come off is Crooksbroom. And is there a sign here? Yes, there is. Ooh, it's further away than I thought it was. Crooksbroom Lane, that's in Hatfield. Okay, so as you look at it, we're looking at Dunscroft over there. Now I'm going to walk up there in a minute, up the rest of Crooksbroom Lane, which will take us back to where we began. Okay, now Dunscroft, that's going to be done in the car like I said, but after this I'm going to Dunsville, and then we'll come through Dunscroft and then head off to Hatfield Woodhouse. Okay, so I've only really got one thing left now to show you in Hatfield, and that's Hatfield Chase. Now to do that I need to move the car down to the corner of Lings Lane, and after that we're going to take a drive around Dunsville. Right, that's pretty much it for Hatfield. Now we need to attach the GoPro to the top of the dashboard on the car, and we're going to take a drive around Dunsville, which is this way. Okay, so after a little drive around Dunsville, I've ended up at Quarry Park. So let's take a few shots of this because it looks rather nice in this nice weather. Let's see what we can find inside Quarry Park, shall we? Alright, so here I am at the very top of Doncaster's longest road. This is Broadway in Dunscroft, and you're about to see me drive the entire distance from one end to the other. It'll actually be from the other end because I've just come from Dunsville end up to Stainforth end. Stainforth is to the left here at this junction, and I anchored the camera to the top of the dashboard to show you Broadway. So enjoy. Okay, now we're in Hatfield Woodhouse, which is the smallest of the 5 settlements within the parish of Hatfield. Now, before we start walking around this village, I just want to mention Lindome. Now, Lindome is the one settlement that I can't get access to. I asked some people in one of the Hatfield groups I'm in on Facebook whether or not I could get access to the estate that stands in front of Lindome Prison, and it appears that even if I could, there are parking restrictions anyway, so it would be very difficult to find somewhere to park and walk around. Now, obviously, the main attraction there is, for the channel at least, you wouldn't want to be attracted to this, is of course the prison, and that's HMP Lindome. So at this point in the video, before we start walking around Hatfield Woodhouse, here's a little video montage with a little bit of information about HMP Lindome. Okay everybody, so to finish off, I have perched myself on a bench here in Hatfield Cemetery in Hatfield Woodhouse. I can't think of a better place to end than this. The weather's glorious, it's a really nice day, and I've enjoyed my walk around and my drive around the parish of Hatfield. It's Doncaster's biggest parish, and of course I have had to use the car a little bit more than I would have liked. Otherwise there would have been no way I could have covered everything, or at least attempted to cover everything. I could well have been out here for hours, but as it is, I'm thankful I can drive, and I'm thankful that I can use that skill to cover some areas for you. So that's it then. One more parish to go in Doncaster, and that is Thorne, which is not much smaller than this. It's a big one too. But until then, this has been the parish of Hatfield, and I do hope you've enjoyed it. I've been the Village Idiot, and I'm out.